Here in my chalet, I have a very nice dry bath. It has a nice skylight, a nice big shower, toilet, and a nice sink. However, as you may notice, the shower and the sink are starting to turn yellow. And here's an example. You can see how it's turning yellow, and the sink is turning yellow. And that is primarily because of the nice skylight. A lot of sun comes in there and is just yellowing the plastic floor of the shower and the plastic sink. To prevent all this sunlight from coming in, my plan is to make a shade that will come up and fit around this frame, stick to these screws with magnets, and it's not going to be perfectly black. It's going to be partially black in the frame, but the big sections will look like a window frame, and there'll be a thin piece of plastic that'll just block the bulk of the UV light and then still add some slight ambient light to this area. So that's my plan. Let's start building. The first thing we have to do is to cut some vinyl into strips that will form the frame of the window shade. I'm using vinyl because it's very lightweight and impervious to water and humidity. Next, we miter all the frame pieces so that we can create the picture frame. Okay, time to do some glue up. I'm using heavy-duty clear PVC cement. So this I'll do 2 corners at a time. There we go. And that's what the final picture frame basically looks like. That'll hold the plastic sheet and cover the actual skylight in the tub. The next thing I have to do is cut basically a dado around all the outside edges so that it will fit and locate this frame precisely to the skylight in the bathroom. Now to round over the corner so it'll fit. Because the actual skylight has a radius in the corner. This window frame is going to be held up with neodymium magnets that will align with the screws of the skylight. And here I'm putting counterbores all the way around to accept the magnet. This is how you draw an arc. Pivots there and go over there. What I'm making here are the handles that I'll be able to use to hold the frame when I'm putting it up or taking it down.
time to cut out the handles on the bandsaw. And because it's all vinyl, it cuts like butter. Next thing to do is smooth all the edges on the sander. Here I'm rounding over all the sharp edges on the handle so it'll make it easier to grab. Okay, now it's time to cut my thin sheet of vinyl that will act as a sunshade and let some light through but block most of the UV rays. Here I'm attaching the vinyl sheet I just cut to the back side of the frame. Now it's time to attach the handles to the frame from the back side, and I'm using a little of that clear PVC cement as well to make it even stronger.
Perfect. Alright, now to stick a magnet, a 5/8 diameter, 3/16 inch thick magnet in each hole.
I'm gluing the magnets in the hole with CA glue.
There we go. A magnet in every hole ready to try out. Okay, now it's time to test the window shade. Here we go. Oh, it sticks up perfect. That's nice. Wow. Alright, so that's what the skylight looks like with lots of light coming in, lots of UV. And then we put this window shade in, and it's held up by magnets. And there you have it. That is much better. That'll keep things from turning yellow and UV. Nice. So that's what it looks like with the window shade in. That is beautiful. It has a nice window-like effect. It's not too dark and doesn't let in too much light. So I'm really gonna like that. Great. If you don't think that shade's doing anything, watch when I take it off. Whew! That's really bright. Perfect! I love it! If you've enjoyed this video, please remember to like and subscribe.